rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Hawaii's offense will take the field first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game.
Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Davis will throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Air Force Falcons offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Got him downfield. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Davis looking to pass. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Hawaii! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've...
Wide open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his feet. There he goes. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the fullback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready to go.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American do.
Breaks into the open. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quick release on the RPO. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! The offense cashing it in on that drive. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. Just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run the toss. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Rice. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Turns it on in midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Rainbow Warriors, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting...
Touchdown Warriors! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
35, Air Force 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
That's caught. It's Harper. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Falcons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. At midfield, he's got room. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Rice. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He'll keep it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Release to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Texas overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mean Green tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field.
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Scrambling away. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Lindsey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Hawaii. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Locks in on that backer and pulls it and goes right. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He has the 1st and still on his feet. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Falcons have their offense in high gear. A design run for the quarterback. Short gain on the play before he slides. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. And the punt will go into the end zone. Comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great. uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Davis will throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Runs for the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. A big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.